back in your pocket. But if you're not careful, it can also put you deeper into debt. And so today I'm going to be breaking down the new car loan interest deduction and who it really helps and why you need to be smart about it. As usual, I always pull up the article so that way you all can see where I am reading from. As you all know, I am inside of my doctoral program at Regent University for finance and investing, and so I want to just make sure that I am always showing you all exactly what I'm doing, where I'm coming from, what I am seeing when we go from there. So I want to take you over the screen too, so that where you can see this over here. Hopefully it brings it up. All right, so cool. As you all can see, the IRS rolls out rules for deducting car loan interest under the new tax law. The IRS has issued proposed regulations for the temporary car loan interest deduction enacted under the new tax law. Here's a look at the answers to some of your questions about the new deduction. So, as you all know, I do not endorse financing cars at all. But I do believe if this is a new way to where we can have some save some money to where you can put it towards getting out of debt, to where you can put it towards anything, paying less on taxes, I'm all for it. So if you're thinking about buying a car or you already have a car loan, do me a favor. Drop a me inside the chat if you're watching this live. I want to see how many of you all currently have a car, and even see how many of you all are even thinking about buying a actual car. But if you currently are financing a car, please drop a me inside of the chat so I can see who all we have in here. So don't forget, listen, if you want to see more money help, I'm going to be going live throughout the rest of this month. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Friday, and maybe on Saturdays for the rest of this month. I'm going live talking about current news and breaking down some of the most important stuff. All right. And so if you really like this, please hit the thumbs up because I want to make sure that we are giving you some value, right? So here's a headline. For tax years 2025, 2025 through 2028, you can now deduct up to $10,000 in car loan interest on a new U.S. assembled vehicle. That's right. Personal car loan interest, which hasn't been deducted since the 80s, is back for a limited time. And you can read more on this article here. I'll make sure to put this article inside of the show description and inside of the comment section for those of you all who are watching this live. But before you get excited, I want to break this down and break down the fine print that is super, super important for you to know. All right. Only for new U.S. assembled cars. All right. So here's an important thing. VIN numbers that starts with 1, 4, or 5. So write that down. All right. Only for new United States assembled cars. And these cars will start with a VIN number of 1, 4, or 5. And your loan must have started if you financed the car after December 31st of 2024. Watch this. And it's only for personal use, not business. So you can't have this for a Uber, for a Lyft. You can't use it to deliver groceries. You can't use it if you're doing like black car service. Watch this. You can't even write it off if you're doing this for Turo. This is strictly only for personal use. To and from work, to and from school, etc., etc. Only interest can be written off, not the whole payment. So let's say, for an example, your payment is $450, and let's just say out of that, $100 of that is going towards interest. You only can write off $100, not $450. Now, for those of you, which I don't think this would apply to much of, to majority of you all, deduction phases out for incomes over $100,000 if you're single, or $200,000 if you are joint. All right. So if you're not sure if your car qualifies, listen, just drop your VIN in the chat and I'll show you how to check it. But again, remember, I want to make sure that you all remember this because this is important. U.S. assembled cars, so no foreign cars. And those VINs, the very first number starts with the 1, starts with the 4, or starts with the 5. Pisces says, my car is paid off. I love it. My cars are too. All of them are. And I love that's how I like to roll. Now listen, I think to really take advantage of this, there are going to be, and the reason why I want to have this conversation, and I really want to, after I say this, I'm going to push to the math. Is it really a good deal? But I think if any of you all currently have cars that you are financing that is a personal use, and that you bought it, you bought a 2025 vehicle after 2024, I think for any of you all, too, not just you all, I think one of the key things, and I want to talk about this, one of the key things that comes into mind when this is, listen, y'all, I want you to get out of filing your taxes with these online cheap companies. I want you to get out of filing taxes or stop filing your taxes with your best friend or the homie who got the hookup and the beat around the corner, right? I want you to get with a tax professional that is affordable, but that can educate you. Because remember, our wealth is built on wisdom, not just on our income. All right, and says one more time. Wealth is built on the wisdom and the knowledge that we have on how to multiply our income, not just making a whole lot of money or putting money into the IRS and then allowing them to keep it and pay us back come January, February, and March. So this year, I want to challenge all of you. I want to challenge all of you this year. Because if you're going to take advantage of this new tax law and some of the other new tax laws out, I need you to sit down with a professional that can sit there and not only get you the most money back, but then also strategically show you how to keep the majority of your money throughout the year. So with that being said, I want to encourage you to go to anthonyoneal.com/file my taxes. Get the most income back on your taxes. All right, https anthonyoneal.com/file my taxes. All right, so I'm going to pin this inside of the chat. All right, I need you to go there today. Let's go to the website. If you go there, anthonyoneal.com/file my taxes, maximize your tax returns with Redefined Revenue. Redefined Revenue is a sister company of mine who I am partnering with to help you all during this tax season get the right information. They are Black owned. This is a Black owned company, as you can see. This is their team, and they are doing it straight. Now let's look at this. Look at this. Here's a good thing and a bad thing. Last year, we had 350,000 African American ladies lose their jobs. This company is founded by Victoria Lewis, who is a solid young lady. But look at it. She has all Black sisters. No Black brothers, but all Black sisters who are licensed tax professionals who are going to help you get the most of your money back from last year. But here's the strategic part. How do I say this? Wealthy people, specifically wealthy individuals who do not look like me, do not strategize on how to get money back. They strategize on how do they break even or maybe owe a little bit. How do they keep the majority of their money throughout the year to pay off debt, to invest more, to sow into their kids? So what I love about Victoria and what Victoria and her team have done is that they're going to not only just help you get the most money back this year that you do, because Donald Trump is talking about $2,000 paychecks for people, and now you have this. If you're a waiter, you can write off taxes when it comes to your tips and your overage pay. There's so many things going on, and Victoria and her team have really put together a solid plan, a solid outline on how to help you really, really, really get the most money back today, but then also make sure that You strategize. So this is not a company you just sign up, you pay $150 a month, $150 and you get your taxes done. No, 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 no. You got to set up a phone call with them and they're going to ask you a lot of questions. They're going to put you in the right position for this year, going into 2027, and they're also going to get you the most of your money back. So go to anthonyoneal.com / file my taxes. I link that on top of the comment section. So please go ahead and check that out. But let's do the math together, family. Let's do the math. I want to do the math on this right here. Say you buy a $50,000 car at a 6% interest rate. That's about $2,880 in deductible interest per year. All right, watch this. You buy a $50,000 car at a 6% interest rate. You're paying about $2,880 in interest for the year. If you're in a 22 tax bracket, that's about $635 in tax savings. But here's the real talk. You're still paying $11,600 in the first year for the car. So don't let a $600 tax break trick you into a $50,000 commitment. Does that make sense? Drop a yes inside the comment section if that makes sense. I was having a conversation with one of my mentees today, and he said, man, I was telling him I'm thinking about paying off my house this year. And he said, well, you're going to miss out on all of the tax benefits. I said, what tax benefits? I'm confused. Like, seriously, like, what tax benefits am I missing out on? I still, if I'm going to keep a loan for 30 years so I can write off my taxes, but then wait a minute, if I bought the home, let's say for $500,000, after I pay my interest and everything for 30 years, man, I'm paying a million one for that. That makes no sense to me. Makes zero sense. You see, wealth is built upon strategy. It's built upon strategy. It's not built upon, oh my gosh, how do I say this? Don't allow the government to trick us into staying in debt because they put benefits or incentives on staying in debt. I'm going to leave that there. So now let's talk about this new rule. Who actually benefits and who honestly gets left out? You see, this deduction is a win if you were already planning to buy a new car, right? Despite what I teach, if you're going to go out there and finance a car, this does benefit you. But if you're stretching your budget or you're thinking about buying just for the deduction, pause, family. Pause. Let's not do that. Let's look at some of the stats here. Let me pull up my notes here. Over 80% of new car buyers finance their cars. That's millions of people who could be affected. The average new car payment. Whoa. Before I say this, type in the chat, because we're all family. No judging here. How much is your car payment? Be honest. Before I say the average car payment right now, how much is your car payment? And then watch this. How much is your car insurance? Type that in the chat. How much is your car payment and how much is your car insurance on a monthly basis? Mm-hmm. August accountable said 0. Oh yeah, I got some good people up in here, boy. I got 0. My family. Listen to me, baby. I'm getting excited. I may have spoke too soon. I see a lot of paid off. Okay, I got 500, 400, $543, $128 for insurance, $217 for insurance, 388 card payment, 165 for insurance, 154, $600 for insurance, JA Custom. Lord Jesus. $400 for 2 cars. Car payment insurance, $600. No car payment insurance is like $96. Okay, cool. So the average new car payment in America today is right around $750 a month. This is near a record high. So nearly 1 in 5 buyers are stretching to a 7-year car loan, and auto loan delinquencies are rising. This is what really bothers me, and I love cars. That's where I honestly splurge my money at. Cars and vacation, right? So I'm not judging anybody because I like trading in cars. Like I genuinely do enjoy cars. I'm a car guy, right? But used cars, leases, and businesses vehicles do not qualify for this new thing. So if you go buy a used car, still the best deal possible, but doesn't qualify for the tax deduction. Leases doesn't qualify for the tax deductions. And business vehicles do not qualify for the tax deduction. And if your income is over $100/$200, the deduction phases out real fast. So let's be real. Let's be real. The system is designed to get you to spend more, not help you build wealth. Let me say it one more time. If you already have the car, you finance it for 2024, and it's a 2025 US made vehicle, then take advantage of this. But I still want you to work the debt snowball and get out of debt and never buy or never finance a car again. We're always going to be buying cars. Like, I'm not knocking that because I'm going to be buying cars, right? But we should not finance it. We should pay cash for it, and we should always be buying used. My sweet spot is right around 3 to 5 years old, right? The Bentley that I purchased, it's a 2020. It came out in 2019. I bought it in 2022, so I'm right around a 3-year-old vehicle, right? My truck is the same thing. That came out in 2018, and I bought it right around 2022, 2023. That was a 4-year-old vehicle. Um, and then also what I did recently, I bought a used car that I could travel every single day. Let me tell y'all how I honestly saved money on it. I purchased it because it was in a real bad accident, and they gave it to me for 40% of what it went for brand new. So I'm driving a brand new 2024 car that was in a bad accident. The airbags deployed, and it wouldn't sell. So I literally bought the truck for like $30,000. See, I'm willing to do certain things that the average person is not willing to do because I did my research. The company fixed it. I made sure everything was working. It's still up beneath warranty to make sure I'm covered in that area because I am a little nervous about that. But there's a no, you still get bumper to bumper warranty because it's within the 5-year 50,000 mile mark. I said, okay, cool, great. I cut them a check. Here you go. So now I park my 2 other cars and I drive that around. And honestly, I may trade those two in and just go down to one car because it's just me. I don't need 3 vehicles. I really don't you know. But that's where I spurs my money on. But I do it wisely. I don't finance it. I don't buy a whole bunch of jewelry, as you all can see. I don't really do a whole bunch of spending of my money. If I do, it's on vacation and it's on cars. And that's it. So remember, the system is designed to keep you to spend more, not to help you build wealth. Please do not let the IRS or the car dealer play you. Don't do it. Now, a lot of you all said you're paying a lot for car insurance, man, and I'm be honest with you. I have 3 cars, y'all, and I'm paying $600, and 2 of my cars are exotic luxury cars. Keep that in mind. Some of y'all said you're paying $600 for 2 vehicles. I'm paying $620 for 3 cars, and 2 of them are exotic high-end cars. And what I want to recommend to you all, if you're right now, one of the key things, and I'm going to do a show on this probably in the next couple of weeks on the top insurance savers and the top insurances that we need. But I need you all today to click on this link and just go get a quote. Because if I can put about $1,500 back in your pocket, about $125 back in your pocket every single month, $1,500 back in your pocket throughout the year, would you love it? Like, honestly, let me ask you this question. If you can get car insurance that's about 30 to 40% cheaper than what you're paying for right now, would you switch your insurance company? Just put yes or no in the chat. Put yes or no inside of the chat. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I want to see how many of you all would save. Okay, let's do it. I am typing a link right there. Go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. I'm pinning that to the top too. Go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. Let me pull it up for you so you all can see this. If you go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance, this is what you'll see at the top. And all you do is just type in your zip code. The average person right now is saving about $793 a year, y'all. What's that a month? If we're saving $793 a year, 793 divided into 12, that's $66 back in your pocket a month. I don't know. I don't care who you are. I can use another $793 a year. And you literally just have to type in your zip code, right? Someone give me a zip code. Someone give me a zip code real quick. What zip code are one of you all in? Someone give me a zip code. Let's do it together while we're live. I'm gonna show you how quick it is. Someone give me a zip code real quick. Go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. I linked it inside the chat. But someone give me a zip code. Man, I feel like choking. 07731. All right, let's get started. Bow. All right, let me show you how quick it is. How many vehicles do you have? I have one vehicle. Select your vehicle. Let's just go. I got a 20, let's say I got a 2020. I have a 2020 Honda Accord. Add second vehicle. No. Are you currently insured? Yes. Let's say Allstate. Are you a homeowner? Yes. Are you interested in bundling homeowner and car insurance? Yes. I'm going to type in my birthday. Y'all know mine. It's 1984, July 1st. What is your gender? I am a male. Are you married? I'm single. Any had false accidents? Let's just put no. Have you ever honorably been served just serving? No. You need to type in your full name, last name, and you're done. So within a matter of not even what's that? A minute. You can literally get a quote emailed to you, and from there you're done. From there you're done. Listen. This is the science about saving money. I do this every time my contract, or not my contract, my agreement comes up. Right now I'm with Allstate. So it comes up, honestly, it'll be done during February, March, right around, yeah, March, it'll be done. I'm coming back to this tool and I'm shopping around. Because here's the truth. They're going to go up. They're going to go up. So I'm going to shop around. I have no problem moving around every 6 months. The key thing is there's nothing wrong with you moving companies. The only problem is when you have a lapse. So let's say if what's today? Today is the 6th. Today is January 6th. Let's say you drop your car insurance today and you lapse for a day, even if it's just 24 hours, right? And you get car insurance on the 8th, well, you have 1 day of a lapse. They're going to ding you for that. So you only cancel when you start the policy, and your previous insurance company will mail you back a check for the days that they did not cover you. Strategic. All right. So now let's talk about this. How do we use this new IRS rollout of deducting car loans? Let me pull this back up for you all so you all can see this. How do we use this to get ahead? How do we use the IRS rolling out rules for deducting car loan interest under the new tax law without getting deeper into debt? Well, if you're already in the market for a car, right? And if you are just going to ignore what I teach and finance a car, use this deduction as a bonus, not as a reason to finance or to overspend. Okay? If you get a tax refund, use it to pay down debt, build your emergency fund, or invest into your future. Do not let a tax break become a debt trap. And this is what I tell everyone who asks me about cars. Like, man, what do you think? I say, man, I think the best car is the one that you can afford. And for me, afford means it's paid off. Or, the very, very bottom of the or. Let's just say you're just going to ignore what I'm teaching. Ignore my philosophy. because that is a depreciating asset, right? It is a depreciating asset. If you're going to ignore what I teach, you need to at least have a strategic plan on how to pay it off ASAP. And I'm talking about no longer than 12 to 18 months. Do not let shiny new deductions distract you from your real financial goals. And that's financial freedom. That's debt freedom. That is wealth building. So I got to ask this question. Because these rules are simple, are important. You know what? Let me put this article in there for you all. I'll put this article in the chat so you all can see it. You all can learn more. As you can see, what cars or any other cars qualify for the payments. Qualified passenger vehicle is a car, minivan, van, SUV, pickup truck, motorcycle, with a gross rate less than 14,000 pounds. All right, here we go. You can determine where a vehicle was finally assembled. Remember, it has to have the vehicle. The VIN needs to be a 1, 4, or a 5. Right, 1, 4, or a 5, which, you know, this is the thing, man. I don't agree with everything that Donald Trump does, and specifically more so how he says a lot of things. But I mean, I do believe that he is strategic. Like he's rewarding people to shop within the states rather than going out of the country. I can rock with that. I can rock with that. I can support that all day long. I don't support debt. I don't support financing anything, but I can support trying to support our own, because if you're a US based small company, wouldn't you want people in the US to come to you rather than going out of the country? No, you would want them to come to you. And so I can rock with this, man. And so I definitely do respect his position on this, you know. But let me ask you this question. Put in the chat me, or put not me. Put me, not me. Would you buy a new car just to get the tax break? Be honest. Drop your answers in the chat. Would you buy a new car just to get a tax break? Drop it in the chat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Y'all are my family. But hey, if you have a car and it's a new car, then use this, but use this as a benefit, but still strategically make sure that you are paying it off with the debt snowball. All right, has to be. You gotta do it that way. And remember, please, y'all, hear me clearly. Hear me clearly. 2026. Let me remove this right here. 2026. Hear me clearly. Actually, I'll leave it up. 2026, y'all, is the year, I believe, if you really focus and if you really get gazelle intense, from what Dave Ramsey says. I don't want to act like I'm stealing my mentor's words. If you really get focused, if you really get dialed in, I think a lot of you all can experience and will experience financial freedom this year. I believe that a lot of you all will get out of the red and get into the black. I believe that you will see and experience breathing room. But I think a lot of us, we don't really get intentional about saving money everywhere. Man, listen, I'm blessed financially. I am extremely grateful financially for what God has allowed me to do and where he's allowed my company to be at. Right? um I extremely am. But y'all, even with my financial status being debt free, I still, hear me clearly, watch this. I still shop around and I still look for ways to save $5 here, $10 there, $20 there. Because if I can save $60 a month over here, $10 a month over there, $30 a month over here, $100 a month over there, that adds up over the years. This is why I am begging you throughout the year 2026. And I'm going to do a whole show on insurances, on how to save on health insurance, how to save on dental insurance, how to save on homeowners insurance, how to save on car renters insurance, renters insurance, pet insurance. I mean, I'm gonna do a whole show on that, because if we can get that money to come down tremendously, crazy. This is why I need you all to go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. All right. Get you a quote today. Y'all saw me. You can literally do this within a matter of not even 2 minutes. Why does it hurt you to get a quote? I know you've been a loyal, faithful member at State Farm, at Geico, at this company. But right now, why be faithful to someone who's not going to be faithful and supportive of your financial dreams? No, go get the best deal. Go get the best quote to make sure that you are in a position to put money back in your pocket. I do this every 6 months now. I have moved twice within the last year and a half. So I created this tool, specifically my website, just for you all, just to help you save money. So please go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. For those of you all who just now came in, please rewind to the very beginning. You can see the laws and the rules. Let me give you all the link to the Forbes website, to where you can you can read the article for yourself. I like to make sure I give you all that in there. Thank you for everyone who showed up. Last but not least, let me ask you this question. How many of you on here right now? How many of you on here right now honestly owe the IRS? Just put "I do" inside the chat or inside the comment. How many of you owe the IRS more than $20,000? Like you're making payments on it. You're welcome, Yolanda. How many of you owe the IRS more than $20,000, and you're making you're on a payment plan, or maybe or maybe you don't? Thomas, yes, if you have speeding tickets, it's still a great option. I would definitely go and look into that with them, because I mean they are actually really good at helping you out. If you owe more than $20,000, I have a company that I work with. They will help you get 30% of it down. IRS help. I'm gonna put that in here so you all can do it, because right now it's tax season. I'm listening. All right. My chair is talking to me. That's crazy. All right. Go to anthonyoneal.com/tax help. If you owe more than, let's say, I'm sorry, if you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS, and they got you on a payment plan, or maybe you're just ignoring them, or maybe you haven't even filed your taxes over the last 4 years, it means you're going to owe back. There are 5 companies that I have talked to, that I have met with during this tax season, that I want to connect you all with, that will help you get your tax bill down and get on a good payment plan, to where it doesn't to where the IRS won't garnish your wages. They won't put a tax lien on your assets. Listen to me. I remember one time I owed them $12,000, and I didn't make a payment on it for 4 years. It was in my mid-20s. And I remember going to McDonald's, and I was with a young lady who was going out on a date to McDonald's. And I took her to McDonald's, and my debit card got declined at McDonald's. And I was like, no, I got money in there. I got money in there. And so back then, we didn't really have the internet or our phones moving that quick. So I had to call the company. I had to call the bank. I hit the operator, because when I called the bank, watch this. Y'all remember the old days? If you're around my age, you hit the number, it will tell us your balance. It said your balance is like $342. I said, bet. It should work. And so I hit 0 for the operator, and it said, no, sir. The IRS put a freeze on your bank accounts. And I was so embarrassed that I could not spend $6 at McDonald's. I remember taking her home, telling my dad what happened. We got on the phone with the IRS. I had to fill out some forms, show them how much money I was making. They ended up putting me on a payment plan. But y'all, this is crazy. So if you owe $5,000, $10,000 more, and you want to see if this company can help you get that down to where you don't owe as much, y'all, I would highly recommend that you do that by going to anthonyoneal.com/tax help. Let them do that for you, and I promise you, it will bless you. 6 months left on your car note. Congratulations. Oh, my IRS does not play. No, the IRS does not play. I have a friend right now. He hasn't filed taxes in 6 years. I said, bro, you gonna need this. You gonna need this for sure, for sure. And so listen, I'm not gonna keep you all much longer. I want to jump in here and just give you all an update. Tomorrow's show is going to be a game changer. It is going to change the game. Hear me clearly. It is going to change the game. I'm sitting down with my brother. Courtney, who does, who is our investing expert, has a very popular YouTube show, Investing Uncomplicated. I think that's the name of it. And we're talking about, hey, how do we have the best year of investing? So that show is going to be airing tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you go back and you watch yesterday's show from YouTube. It's talking about passive income, how to make an extra $5,000 a month. If you would like to make an extra $5,000 a month, hey, go check that out. And y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and link it to you all now. My show, The Table with Anthony Oneal, will moving forward within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, will only be here on YouTube. Podcasts, we're doing something brand new. We're going to be dropping 5 minutes straight to the point, 5 to 10 minutes straight to the point money nuggets every single day, Monday through Friday for the rest of this year. I'm not going to tell you the name of it. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, how we're doing it, but podcast is going to be for your commute home, to your commute, maybe for your walk on a treadmill, maybe for when you're in the shower, but we're going to give you 5 to 10 minutes max of straight content. Hey, this is what you need to do. This is what that means. Do this. Ask your financial advisor this. Boom. We up out of there. Because I want to make sure that, man, I'm learning so much. And I'm like, man, how do I give people all this stuff? But I don't think, yeah. So listen, I'm going to encourage you to go over to subscribe to my podcast channel on Spotify or Apple Music. Just subscribe to the table with Anthony Oneal on any of the podcast networks. And within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to have that. We're going to have that updated. I don't want to tell you the name of it just yet because I love the name of the new episodes we're going to be doing. So the table, we're still going to keep this because this is strong. But man, I want to grow some powerful people and give you some quick nuggets straight to the point. Don't keep you long that can help impact your life. No fluff. No, hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Anthony Oneal. No. We getting straight to it. Hey, for example, today we're talking about 401ks. Here are the 4 things you need to do with your 401ks today. Number 1, you do this. Number 2, do this. Number 3, do that. Number 4, do this. Listen, you do these things immediately, and I promise you'll be well. God bless y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Boom. We up out of there. 5 to 10 minutes. All right. So listen, 3 things that we mentioned. If you want to file your taxes and get the most money out, get the most money back this year that Trump is saying this will be the largest year ever for tax return, go to anthonyoneal.com/file my taxes. This is a Black-owned company that I am supporting. And they are right here. It's called Redefine Revenue. They have been really doing a lot of things with me, and I love them. But here's what I love: they are a Black-owned women company, so I'm going to support my sisters for sure, for sure. That's strong right there. I'm gonna call Victoria and tell her, hey, we need some brothers. All right, we need some brothers. And here's what I love about them: you can't just go in there and upload and do stuff. No, you're going to jump on a Zoom call with one of these ladies, and they're going to help you get the most money back this year, and then also strategize with you for the remaining part of 2026 to make sure that you can keep the most of your money throughout this year, so you can use that extra money to go towards paying off debt, towards building wealth, investing, whatever you want to do with it. And then in 2027, you owe nothing. Like, you break 100% even. So now you can keep your money in a high yield savings account like SoFi. You can invest your money into like a SoFi investment account or a Moo account. You can do so much more stuff because that's what the wealthy people are doing, right? And then don't forget, please listen, y'all, go to anthonyoneal.com and stop overpaying for your car insurance. Go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. Get a quote. I literally walked you all through it. It took me 1 minute to fill it out. What does it hurt to see if you can save $50, $60, $70 this month right now? So go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. Then also go to anthonyoneal.com/tax help. If you owe more than $5,000 and $10,000 in taxes to the IRS, those companies will help you get that down at least 30%. All right. Yo, it's your boy Anthony Neal. I love you all. God bless you. I'm going to make sure to put all this stuff inside of the show description for those of you all who are watching a replay. If you just now tuned in, I'm so sorry. Please go back and watch it from the very beginning to learn exactly what you need to learn when it comes to this new IRS rule. All right. God bless y'all.